Hey Clashers, welcome back to another epic base analysis. Today we're diving into an anti-2-star Town Hall 9 war base built specifically for hard mode. Now for those of you who are unaware what hard mode is an option that you can toggle on friendly challenges or friendly wars that makes the game a little bit more difficult, where the defenses deal 5% extra damage and then the attacking heroes have 10% less hit points and deal 15% less damage. So all the replays you see on this awesome Town Hall 9 base today will be in hard mode, but don't worry, if you don't play in hard mode, this base can still work for you, but it is more built for hard mode. Now let's talk about the base. First off, the base features a big central compartment with the town hall placed right in the core. Sweepers are pointed to the right hand side of the base, making air attacks less desirable to enter from this side. That means they're going to enter from the left hand side, and with the queen on the back end of the base from that entry, it's going to make it very difficult for them to get a 3-star attack. Both heroes, the king and the queen, are placed together, as we said, on the right hand side of the base. This setup makes it easy to trap strategies that include a kill squad, like Kill Squad Hogs or Kill Squad Lalo, both very popular attack strategies at Town Hall 9. The Kill Squad's goal in these attack strategies is to eliminate the clan castle troops and the heroes, which are threats to the back end troops, which are generally the Hog Riders and the Balloons or Lalo. However, when you enter into the right hand side of the base, you might get what you're aiming for in terms of the clan castle troops and the heroes, but the entire back end of the base, the left hand side here, is baited towards stopping Hog Riders and Lalo and makes it easy to get a defense. It also isn't a problem if the kill squad enters from a different direction, because it would be very hard for them to take down your king and queen, and they can do a fabulous job at stopping the Lalo or the Hogs on the back end of the base. Now speaking of queen charge strategies, the ultimate aim is very similar to the kill squad, whereas to knock out the heroes and the clan castle troops, and thus the base defends that very well as well. But enough talking about it, let's jump into some replays and see the base in action. Let's start off with a Kill Squad Hogs defense. So as you can see, just above the replay ends at the bottom of the screen, you can see the hard mode is on for this attack. So what the attack is trying to do here is set a funnel with the Hogs on the left hand side, golems tanking, and now we're going to have a whole push through the center. So gonna get good defensive value here in terms of the Expo, Wizard Towers, and a lot of other anti-hog defenses, but the problem is, look at how far away the heroes are, and yet again we've got a Hound in the defensive CC, which is gonna make it even more difficult for the queen to get good value. The king is beating through the wall here, he does get through it, and there still is a couple of Peckers alive in this push, so there still is potential for the attacker here, but you're gonna see the attack completely stall out. Queen is struggling in the core of the base, taking her sweet time to get to the defensive Hound, and now we're sprinkling the Hogs on the top side, trying to flank around and take these exterior defenses that the Queen is unable to reach. But you can see the Peckers and the King died to that defensive Queen, and there still is 2 other heroes alive on the back end of the base, and look at how little we have left up. This attack has been completely crushed by the base. Yes, we're still sitting on the queen ability, but she cannot take out all of this unless you're going to get out a level 95 queen in the middle of this attack, in which case, good on you. You can triple a base 7 town hall levels below your own. We pop the queen ability. She deals with the gold storage. Still got another skeleton spell, so we are going to be able to get rid of... Well, still got lots of skeleton spells, sorry. So we are going to be able to tank a lot of these defenses, but the queen... Even if this wasn't hard mode and the queen was doing all the extra DPS, she still wouldn't be able to get through the back end of the base, and this attack has been comprehensively stopped by the base, and we're going to get a huge defense here. What is it? It's going to be 82%. Brilliantly done by the base. Now we're coming in with Queen Charge Lalo. Queen charging is very hard to stop because obviously the attacker has a lot of control with this army. So what is the base going to do to stop it? Well, first of all, I'm hoping the cameraman can do a little bit of a zoom out here. Would be lovely to see what the Queen is actually doing, but until we get the cameraman to zoom out, it's just going to be like the World Championship here. You can't even see what's going on because yeah, the cameraman not really doing a lot to help us out here. Thankfully, not a lot is happening at this point in time. You see, this is a different Queen Charge Lalo though. Only bringing 3 healers, and there's 2 Hounds, which is going to make this even harder to stop the Lalo here. You're going to see the power of the 2 sweepers in the core, hopefully, which will be either forcing the Lalo from the side of the base the attacker does not want to come in from, or making it harder for the Lalo from the side they do want to come in from. Now, the king does deal with the defensive king, so that is good value for him. Can't really ask for a whole lot more. The queen is getting stalled up on the Lava Hound. You can see why the Lava Hound is the most popular CC at Town Hall 9, because even a level 30 queen does take a while to get through it. But fortunately for the attacker here, hasn't really wasted a whole lot other than time. So using a rage spell now, we're going to get through this defensive queen super easily. And now we're coming in with the Lalo version of the attack. And you can see here, we're going to have to go straight into a sweeper. We do have, well, the attacker does have 2 haste spells, which will be handy. But still, always a good sign when you're forcing the attacker to go into a spot of the base where it's not really that desirable to go into. Queen ability goes off. She will get rid of one of the sweepers. That's made the queen charge harder. But is she going to be able to stay alive? I guess we'll see in a second. We got the Lalo on the top side. Look at those red bombs. Target the balloons. That's exactly what you want. The queen does go down here. We've got the haste spell on the balloons, but notice they're all very clumped up. We use a nice, I was going to say a nice freeze spell, a terrible freeze spell that misses the only defense that we needed it to hit. Loons coming on to the Expo here, and even if he got that freeze right, I don't think he would have got this. I believe the air defense would have stayed up, and that is a defense against one of the hardest armies to stop in the game. The Expo is trying its best to kill the archers, but man, those Expos really don't do a whole lot at Town Hall 9, and still we're able to come up with a defense here. We're going to cut the replay short at 13 seconds left in it. Big defense here against Queen Charge Lalo. And now we're coming in with Kill Squad Lalo. This is a very similar entry to the Kill Squad Hog kit, so you might think this replay has no value, but Kill Squad Hogs is more about the Kill Squad. You saw the 2 Peckers in the army with that, whereas we're not bringing any Peckers with the army here, just a simple Kill Squad army. The Baby Drag does a great job funneling on the top side, kind of making me think why didn't come in with the Hogs on the top side for with the Baby Drag on the top side during that Kill Squad Hog attack. So the heroes coming in. Now the point of this isn't to deal with the CC. He's just trying to get any anti-Lalo value here and completely ignore the CC, because you can kind of do this when you're doing Lalo attacks. Ignore the CC because the Lalo will not pull a Hound CC at all, but these 2 sweepers are going to put in a lot of work. Now, we got the 2 skeleton spells in this army. I keep saying we. I'm meant to be rooting for the defender. I'm just too used to commentating, aren't I? We've got the skeleton spells here for the defensive queen, and she is going to go down super quick there. The Hound does get pulled out, fortunately for us, and the Lalo's going around the base. Now, this looks kind of wrecked at this point. How on earth are we going to get a defense? The heal spell goes down as well. Unfortunate loon split, but still, the heal spell should be doing a lot here, but look at the air traps. Yeah, you might have a heal spell down, but you can't stop that amount of damage coming in, and the base gets a big defense here. Traps are so critical at every town hall, but particularly at the lower town halls where it's really difficult to defend. Any traps that you can set up well is insane, and we get a nice defense here. The traps perfectly placed, and the link for this will be down in the description below, and it will also have the OP traps. Now, do let us know down in the comments below, do you want to see this for every town hall? We are planning to do a base for hard mode for every single town hall with some replays in hard mode, trying to make sure we can provide you all with the best bases possible. Yeah, trying our best, even if Supercell is making it a little difficult to defend in this meta. We're going to cut it short here. I'm not going to watch the last 24 seconds of this replay, but awesome base here. Get it in the description below. If you want to see some Town Hall 9 attack strategies though, yesterday, so the day before this video released, we released an updated top 5 Town Hall 9 attack strategy video, and I can't recommend you watch that enough if you want to get the 3-star attacks.